Today I wanted to take a different approach. I wanted to, because a lot of my videos are more like on standard or large size toys. I wanted to take a chance to sometimes go through like smaller ones. I found I haven't done that recently, so I wanted to take this opportunity to do that. So today I decided to choose some Bwana Spoons toys, at least the ones that I have, and then just go through it with you guys and then share a few of my thoughts. So this is the Bwana Spoons Gilly and Morel snacks. They are, I've measured, around 10 centimeters tall. The Morel is a little bit taller, just for, like here you can see, a little bit taller, but 10 centimeters. And then the Gilly is 9, but Gilly has a hat. So Gilly, if you put on a hat, it gets taller. So I think he goes to like 13 or something. But yeah, so let's look at the toy itself. Let's look at the articulation and so on, and the details, and then we'll maybe go through the other stuff. So this guy is, we'll go through the Gilly first. Gilly is a dolphin, and he has his arms are articulated here, and then the head. Sculpt-wise, you can see a lot of very nice details. You have the freckles in here. The eyes have very nice, is very nicely defined here, with that emphasis and that gives you a bit more expression. You have a little bit of like some little battle scars here, or just general scarring, and I think that's very neat, so that he's not just very, very round and very smooth. Also, it gives it a bit more character. You make up a bit more things about the character in your head. We got a little blowhole on top of its head, which is quite cute, and some slight indentations here, and just the little, what is it, overalls, right? Overalls. Color scheme wise, I really like this color scheme. It's in a yellow vinyl and then painted over with like pink and blues. The pink and blues are very vibrant, so it looks really nice on this guy. So it looks kind of like a lemonade, or like a very summerish color, which I really like. What I don't like as much is the color of the overalls. It's okay. But then again, like, I don't know what I would color. Maybe a bit more brownish. Or a bit more, I don't know what color I would go for the overalls. I think it just feels a bit dark. Just generally, I think it feels a bit dark. And then, yeah, so, and then it's really cute that the scars are a little bit highlighted with very, like a fluorescent orange spray. It's a nice touch. And then very nice, like, slight enhancements on, like, different areas with the same color, overall color scheme. And then for the hat. The hat is in this, it's like a bluish spray, which is nice, and then this weird like grayish spray. Not big fan of that. I think I would have preferred something like yellow, like the pink or the orange. I just like more vibrant colors. I think that's just me. Instead of a darker color to show, maybe we're trying to show more detail and sculpting of the hat. But I think it looked out fine, even with the lighter color. If you can see with the sliding, yeah. You can see that, right? Yeah, so I thought it was pretty okay either way. Yeah, and then generally for this figure, my gripe is that if the head is painted, I really worry about putting the hat on. Like, I have to be really, really careful and put it on really, really lightly, because I always worry that the paint might chip, and that won't be very good. So yeah, gotta be careful about that. And then especially when you put the hat on. So there's two. So I don't put it on. If the head is painted, I don't put it on. I have some where the head is unpainted, and then you just do whatever you want. Yeah, it doesn't sit super snugly, so it just kind of like, it's kind of there. But yeah, you gotta. It's a bit unstable. It's not like it's just like, oh, it's a snug fit. It's just kind of like sits there. So yeah, you gotta be a bit careful when you put it on. Especially when you have a painted one. So usually I just don't have it on. I have it on the side, and then it just kind of takes up space, which is a bit annoying. So and then sometimes you put it away and you kind of don't know where you put it. But at least the hat stack. So I sometimes just have a stack of hats on the side, and that's it. Yeah, so maybe be careful about that when you think about purchasing. Just that if it first of all, not all of them come with a hat, so you might have to do a bit of research to know which ones come with the hat. And then when it comes to the hat, just be a bit careful if it's painted or not, and if you're gonna display it that way. Especially because it's like very nice. The paint is very nice. So if you have like a very large, like very noticeable circle around it, I feel like that kind of kills the immersion. So just be a bit wary of that. And then going through with the Morel snacks. Oh wow, whoops. Why? Why? I don't know. Going through with the Morel snacks. Arms are articulated, and then the not at the neck, but at the top of the head here, you have a joint here, and then the hips are articulated too. Yeah, so this is this guy, and the head articulation is quite nice. You can do a lot with it, and then so with the arms, so it's quite good. The sculpting is incredible, incredible with this guy. Really, really detailed, extremely detailed. So if you were to like, if you had a blank and you wanted to color in detail, if you see somewhere the details are highlighted, it's actually really something else. Yeah, and then that's why, and then if you guys have seen my video about the bigger guy, it kind of came from that. And I think it's really spectacular, the detail of the sculpt, going into such a small figure. And then especially when you color it in, if you go so fine to color in such a small figure, it's really something. And it will look very well with the bigger piece. But the bigger piece, I think it was like 30 or like 26, 28 something centimeters is huge. So comparatively, it's very small. If you looked at the other video, you can see that as well. And yeah, the colors are very nice. So this kind of matches. They're more from the same set. They're not a set. It's from two different events and locations. And it's just on the same vinyl, but then the colorways kind of fit together. So I like to have them together. So yeah, this is in a like orange spray with some blues and some light pinks, and then this green, this like goldish green. Not too big of a fan of that, but it's okay. I don't know what else I would do. Probably like a blue or like something like a more regularish green, not like as shiny. I don't know what I would do there, but yeah. But that's that. And it's all in the matte finish. I think that's quite nice nowadays, doing like these sort of vibrant colors with a matte finish. Sometimes he does do like semi-gloss finishes, and those are also pretty cool. I quite like these with the matte finish. Yeah, that's just me. So yeah, this is the Bwana set. If you are interested in picking things up, you can maybe follow him on his Instagram. He has other characters of the same height. My favorite size is this kind of like small size where it's like around this height. There's quite a lot of them, a lot of characters, I mean. And if you're interested, you can check them out, like Terry, like other dudes. You can check out the Instagram. And then he has even minier ones of these guys, but just smaller. And then there's more middle-sized ones, which are a bit thinner, but like higher, taller. And then there's the large one, which you saw in my other video. I think these are really good size. They're really fun to pick up. They're really easy to carry around. And then they're not too small where it's kind of you just fumble it and you can't really see the details, or it's really hard to photograph because most standard cameras don't really get macro, so or it's really hard to get that detail. So yeah, so I think this is really nice size to bring around and like play around with, and it fits really well in my collection because sometimes I need some smaller guys in there. So yeah, this is this, and then another thing I wanted to talk about is like pricing. First, where you can get them. You can get them on the Bwana like Gravy Toys website. Like it's called like groupgravy.com, I think. You can pick them up there. The drops usually get announced through Bwana. He also has a skull club that gives some more information and has some like special drops as well. So if you guys want to register for that, that's a good idea. He opens it up once a year, so just watch out for that as well. And then outside of that, I think he's in Portland, so you can also get toys like offline, like on site, or I think he ships them sometimes to Japan. So most of them you can see them there. Pricing on the secondhand market, it varies quite a lot. Usually from like these kind of like events, and then it goes online, it's okay. The prices aren't too crazy, but sometimes you see the prices are really, really crazy. It's usually because it's probably like a one-off painted one. And then I think from my experience, to differentiate if it's a one-off painted one, usually he writes like his initials B.S. On like usually the back, and that is an indicator that it's a one-off. And then those prices are a bit more, or I guess significantly more expensive than the standard run ones. Personally, I think some of the standalone ones, like these ones, are just extremely awesome, like really beautiful. So you don't always need to get the one-offs. The one-offs, yeah, it does feel more special because it's just 101. But then I think it all really comes down to like the colorway and if you're into it. Yeah, so that's it. That's it for this video, and then maybe let me know what you guys think about, what One of Spoon's character do you like. For me, these are my favorites. Gillian Morel, so I collect these guys mostly. But you guys have like other guys, let me know. I think it really depends on the paint app as well. Like some of the Terrys look fantastic, but I just haven't been able to get one that I like at like a good price. Yeah. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks. Bye bye.